Hello and welcome to another session of our Fit Essentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. We'll be doing some balance work today using a chair as usual. And then if you have a little step stool that you can step up on, we're going to be utilizing that on the second circuit today. So just something, I'll give you some alternatives as well if you don't have anywhere to step up on. In the meantime, go ahead and come on up to your feet. All right, per usual, we're going to start with our spinal cord breathing. So you're going to stand up nice and tall, walk your feet in so they're just underneath those hips, and check in with your toes. You want all those toes to point straight away from you. From here, we're going to have just a little bend in those knees, and then we're going to breathe in, circle your arms around, bring the palms and forearms together. And then you're going to gently exhale, pull the belly in, tuck the hips underneath you, bow that head down. Good job. And now on the inhale, we're going to lift up. Breathe in, lift the chest, squeeze the glutes as you open the arms. Very good. Pause at the top of that inhale and then reverse it back down. Gently exhale, arms back together, rounding forward, warming that spine up, tucking down like a little ball. And then that's our rhythm. We're going to go 3 more times here. Breathe in, lift and open. Very nice. Opening the chest, opening the heart. And then exhale, close down. Gently breathe out through the mouth. Twice more. Breathe in, gently open. Looking up, protecting that low back, trying to squeeze the bum, and exhale, close it down. Rounding down, pulling that head down and in. Last time, gently lift up out of those hips, lift the chest. Open, squeezing the glutes. Fantastic. And then exhale, just a little bit longer than normal this time. Tuck it down. Exhale, exhale, exhale. On that next inhale, just lower the arms down and roll those shoulders back, walking the feet out just a little bit. All right, very good. From there, we're just going to get a little bit more blood flow going on today. We're going to do a little bit of a march to start. So arms out to the side. We're going to start with a paused march. So you're going to lift one leg up, opposite arm, and then switch to the other side. We'll spend about 30 seconds here trying to go slow motion here like you're moving through mud. Up. As you lift the knee, try to lift the foot and toes also. Try to get into the habit of that. If I lift my knee up, I want to lift the foot and toes. Train the body to help prevent against falls. Up and balance. Very good. Let's go about 1 more time each side. Shift it over, lift it up, and back across. All right, set it down there. From here, we're going to do a couple step jacks. So you can either have the arms to the side, or if you're comfortable to reach up to overhead, we'll reach up to overhead, step it out, and then step it in. There you go. We'll go 30 seconds here. Step to the side, up and across. Very nice. A little lateral movement, stepping out to the side and back. Very good. And then arms to the side works great too. We call them seal jacks. Very nice. Go 10 more seconds here. Open and close. Open and close. Last one. All right, good job. Relax those arms down. Walk those feet back out to about hip width apart. And now shoulder rolls up and into the ears, back and down. Alternate which arm comes on top. And you can use the whole arms here. Kind of bring the elbows up and in. Very good. Get some movement there. Elbows high. If you can bring them above the shoulders. Couple more. Up and back. Good. Last one. Fantastic. Next, we're going to bring those arms either over the shoulders or behind the head. Your choice. Checking in with those toes, feet pointing straight ahead. Little bend in those knees. Pull that belly in, and you're going to gradually bow forward. Looking down. Long spine, push through your feet, squeeze the glutes and stand. Very good. Standing tall. Again, long spine, bowing down, sending those hips back, and push through your feet, stand straight up. We're going to go 2 to 3 more. Standing tall, hips back, lengthening through the spine as you bow forward. Very good. Straight up. And maybe one more. Standing tall, looking down as you bow forward. And straight up. Very nice. Relax those arms down for a second as you stand tall. Kind of wiggle, shake, Hips side to side, shake out the wrist. There you go. Feel silly, smile, giggle. All right, very good. From there, we're gonna work a little bit of balance and wake up the ankles. So I'm gonna balance on the chair here. You can also take a seat for this if you'd like. We're gonna lift everything up, coming onto one foot, and we're gonna roll that ankle around. I think about 5 times. Notice which direction you're rotating. So right now I'm going clockwise. We're gonna set that foot down for a moment. I'm gonna pick it back up, and then we're gonna rotate the opposite direction. So now I'm going counterclockwise. Good. Some pops and clicks in there, all pretty normal. Feel some movement. And then set that foot down. Same thing, opposite side. Lifting up. Pick the foot up. Let's rotate clockwise first. Up and around. Very good. Set it down for a moment. Pick it back up. And same thing, other direction. Rotate out. Counterclockwise. All right, fantastic. Set that down. If your water is convenient, which we would like it to be convenient, if it's not convenient, maybe go grab it. Otherwise, let's take a little drink. Our first circuit is going to be kind of a continuation of the warm up here. We're going to start to get some activation of your glutes and some stretching in between. We're going to go 2 rounds here. The first round, we're going to do a standing glute extension. So I'm going to use the chair for support. I'm going to stand up nice and tall, and we're going to start on the left leg. Check back in with your toes because we tend to turn them out. So again, we want them pointing straight on. And then when you're ready, you're going to stand up tall out of your right hip. Take your left foot, point it straight in front of your body, and then lift the foot and toes, glide it straight back, looking to squeeze the glute. You can even put your left hand on the left glute, point it forward, lift the foot and glide it back. You're watching that you don't arch the back though, so keep the belly pulled in the whole time. Point the foot, lift, and glide. Good, we're gonna give about another 20 seconds here. Point, lift, slide it back, and squeezing the glute straight into that hand. Forward, up, and back. Let's go a couple more. Reach, lift, glide. Last one. And set that foot down. Good job. In between sides, we're gonna do a little modified side stretch here. So we're gonna take the hand on the hip and then reach the hand up and then bring the hand down and reach the hand up. 3 times on one side, just nice and smooth here, down and up. Try to follow the hand with your eyes. And then when you're ready, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Hand on the hip, opposite hand, just kind of nice, smooth, like a little half circle that you're tracing, reaching up, glancing up, and down. Twice more. Gentle reach, stretch. Good. Last one. Down, up, and peering there. Very good. All right, we're going to switch sides. So we did the hip extension on your left leg. Now we're going to do it on the right leg. Diane, great to have you. I'd love to see your face if you can turn that camera on. Standing up nice and tall. Same idea on the right side. So remember, you can put that hand right on that right glute if you'd like. You're going to point the toe forward, lift the foot, and glide the foot back, toe pointing straight ahead. Point the foot, lift, and glide. Being cautious not to overarch the back. Trying to wake up that bum, a little bit focus here, right on that big main muscle of your hip and thigh. Very good. About 15 seconds left. Straight back, point it forward, lift, glide. Couple more. Forward and back. Last one. And rest it down. Good job. In between, well, that's both legs. So now we're going to loosen up those hips with our hip circles. So hands on the hips. Let's get between 3 and 5 one direction, and then we're going to switch. Very good. This helps loosen not just the hips, but the low back. Go ahead and reverse directions. Very nice. All right, from here, I invite you to take a seat in the chair. If you feel stable with your balance and want to do that standing knee to elbow, go ahead. Otherwise, I invite you to join me here in the chair. We're going to practice with work our brain as much as our body. So I'd like to, maybe we're going to do a lot more balance exercise in the next circuit. So don't worry, you won't be cheated on your balance work today. But if here in the chair, arms at the side, sitting nice and tall, you're going to push one foot down, pick that leg up. See if you can bring the elbow towards that opposite knee, or at least as close as you can. And then you're going to switch sides, push into that opposite foot, up and across. Anytime you need to rest those arms down, give the shoulders a break. We're going to go a full minute here. So up and across. If you want to add an extra challenge, you can try to pause for just a moment as close as you can. Elbow towards the opposite knee. Good. Breathe in as both feet set down. Exhale as you bring that elbow to the opposite knee. Breathe in, open. Exhale, close. Breathe in, open. Exhale, close. That's halfway. If the arms need a break, just set them down and then bring them back in when you're ready. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. 15 seconds. Maybe one more on each side. And rest. Good job. Before we jump back up to our feet, we're going to do our happy cat, angry cat from a seated position. So make sure you're nice and stable, feet flat on the ground. I'm coming to the edge of my chair. I'm going to go palms down just above the knees on the bottom of the thighs. And now, similar to our warm-up breathing, you're going to exhale, round those shoulders forward, pull that chin in towards the chest, and then you're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, pull the hands in closer to the hips. Exhale, slide the hands forward, tuck the head down. Inhale, roll those shoulders back and lift. Good, let's go about 3 more. Exhale, tuck it down and in. Inhale, lift, turn the head up towards the ceiling. Once more. And open. Fantastic. All right, we're going to go one more time through that circuit. On this second round through, I'm going to go into that upper body supported, kind of like that bird dog position for the hip extension. But if you feel more comfortable staying tall, you can repeat what we just did here, where we're standing tall, sliding that foot forward and back. Otherwise, the version I'm talking about here is I'm going to support both hands on my tabletop here, walk the feet back, pull the belly button in nice and strong. We're going to start on your left leg, pulling the leg forward and then gliding it straight back. Squeeze the glute, toe points down. Pull that knee up and in and glide back and down. Squeeze the bum. Yep, in and back. We're going to work for a full 40 seconds. First 15 are done. And then just pay attention that you're not dropping into that left hip. So keep some tension there where you're kind of lifting up and in, having good support. Exhale as you extend the leg, squeezing the glute. Inhale, pull it forward. Exhale, extend. 1 or 2 more. Inhale. And rest. Good job. Go ahead and come on up to standing. We're going to do that modified side stretch in between sides. So let's take your right hand on the right hip. We'll start with the left arm. So nice little half circle here, reaching up and across, peering up towards the hand, stretching that side body, and then we'll bring it back down, bring it down and across, and glide it up. Gently shift the hip out as you peer up. One more time, bringing it down and gradually open, reach, looking up, and release. Good job. Same thing, opposite side. Left hand on the left hip, and now your right hand's gonna reach across, palm down, peering up. Good. Down and up, twice more. Nice and gentle, gliding through that range of motion. In and out. Fantastic. All right, let's even out the body. We got our hip extension on the right leg, so either standing or from that forward supported position. So if you're going for the forward support, both hands support down, belly pulled in, and now working the right leg, pulling the leg forward and extend it straight back. Squeeze the glutes. Good. Pull it in and glide it back, making sure to lift up out of that left hip throughout. So not letting that hip kick out. Nice. Pull it in, and you're trying to extend from the top of your head to the bottom of your foot as you reach that foot back. Good. We're halfway through. Squeeze the glute, extend the leg. Beautiful. In and back. Pulling it in. Extend. Great job. Last one. And rest. Good job. Set both feet down. Come on back up to the top. We're going to circle those hips around, and then we're going to take it back to the chair. If you want to do that standing knee to elbow, you can. I'm going to show it seated again. 2 to 3 circles one direction, and 2 to 3 the other. All right, fantastic. If the water's convenient, grab a drink on your way back to a seated position. All right, seated or standing, alternating knee to elbow. We'll take a full minute, and then we're going to do a couple stretches from a seated position. So sit or stand nice and tall, bringing those arms out to the side. When you're ready, you're going to push one leg down nice and solid for support, bringing the elbow across the body, trying to touch the opposite knee if you can. And as you lift the knee, try to lift the foot and toes. So try not to have that foot drooping down, lifting it up and in. Exhale as you bring the arm towards the leg. See if you can pause, even if you can't quite touch, just hold that. It's more like a crunch position, right? You're crunching it down and then opening it up. Breathe, crunch it down, exhale, breathe into open. That's our halfway. If you want to shake out those arms for a second, and then 30 seconds left. Sit or stand tall in between sides. Fantastic. Open and close. Open and close. Let's go for one more each side. Long neck, shoulders back and down. And release. All right, from here, little modified child's position. We're gonna feet firmly planted, legs just out in front. I'm gonna slide the hands down the legs, pull the belly button in, lower the head down, and you control how far down do you feel comfortable to reach. Looking for a little gentle stretch into the low back. Whenever you get into that position that you feel okay to hang out for a couple of breaths, try to breathe in nice and deep through the nose, sending the air to the back of the rib cage, and then exhale. One more breath, breathe in deep. Exhale. And when you're ready, gradually come on up to the top. Good job. Roll those shoulders back. Those shoulder blades, keeping them moving, back and down. All right, beautiful job. One more from the seated position, and then we're going to come up to our feet. We're going to do our mid-back rotations. So let's take your left hand behind the head, sitting tall, elbow towards that opposite thigh, lowering it down. And then you can take the right hand on the inside of that right knee, just very gently. Give a little bit of pressure as you turn the body, looking over your left shoulder. Breathe in, bringing it back, down and in. Sitting tall, exhale as you rotate. 3 more. Close down, sit tall, open. 2 more. Turn the eyes as well. Try to follow that elbow. Last one. And release. Good job. Same thing, opposite side. Make sure your feet are nice and planted. Over, up, and now it would be your left hand on the inside of the left knee. You want to make a habit to hold that twisted position, just ever so gently, holding, inviting the body to rotate. Good. Breathe in, close it down, sit tall. Exhale, just gently get the air out of the lungs. I'll give you a little more rotation. 1 or 2 more. So if you feel stiffness in your neck, in your mid-back, in your low back, remember some of these exercises. That modified happy cat, angry cat is really great for mid-back tension. And these rotations here are really good for the whole spine. Keep that rib cage moving. All right, beautiful job. Fantastic. We're going to come on up. We're going to be working some balance work. I'm going to do the tandem stance first and our bent over row. So if you have a dumbbell that you can use for the bent over row, also this is the circuit that we're going to use that step for the step ups. So if you have a step nearby, or we'll do alternating giant steps. All right, we're going to start. We're going to be going 3 rounds of this. The first round, I'm going to take you through the tandem stance, and rounds 2 and 3, we'll practice some single leg balance if you feel comfortable there. All right, we're going to start here in 15 seconds. So for the tandem stance, that's the one that you're going to imagine you're on a tightrope. So you're going to place your left foot in front, arms out to the side to balance, and then take your right foot and you want to take the toes right behind that right foot best you can. Shoulders back and down, and here we go. Working that balance. You can see here, I've got my eyes open, I'm working my balance, but I've got that little wobble. That's what we're practicing. We don't want to be shrugged up and in with those shoulders, so pull them back, lift the chest. That's 20 seconds. Anytime that you need to step out of it, please do. Otherwise, keep pulling everything up, squeezing those shoulders back, and 2, 1, and release. Step the feet out. We're going to go to that bent over row on your left arm next. So go ahead and take a light dumbbell. Set the feet about hip width apart. Take your right hand. You're going to balance onto a seat or a countertop. Pull that belly in. And then when you're ready, you're going to reach forward with the left hand, reaching down and in. Elbow pulls nice and high. We're going to go upwards of 40 seconds here. I'll tell you when we're at 20 and 30. Reach and then row. Long spine here. Pausing against the torso. Elbow high. Squeeze it in. Breathe in as you reach. Exhale on that row. That's our first 20 seconds. And nice and strong through that right arm as well. Pay attention there. You don't want to hyperextend that elbow on the right, but just have a nice solid base of support. That's 30 seconds. Reach, row, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Set the weight down, walk the feet in. Now we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side of the body. So just kind of take a moment here. We'll make our way back into that tandem stance. Set your right foot forward this time. Lift everything up. Set that left foot directly behind best you can, like you're trying to walk on a tightrope or the balance beam. Shoulders back and down, standing tall. So Diane, my feet are just stacked one in front of the other. 2, 1, here we go. And you can see I was wanting to arch there, right? So ribs down, stack your shoulders just over those hips. Looking straight ahead. Woo. Very good. That's 20 seconds, a little bit more than. Shooting for 30 here, staying tall. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Bring them down, step the feet out. We're going to go to that bent over row on your right arm. So making your way into position. Support your left hand down, pull the belly in. And then when you're ready, 2, 1, here we go. Reach forward, elbow nice and high. Good. Breathe. And imagine you got a string coming down from the ceiling attached to the back side of that elbow. Pulling that elbow straight up in the air. Good. Keeping the arm nice and smooth against the body. Excellent. Breathe in to reach. Exhale, row. Breathe in, reach. That's 20 seconds. We'll go upwards of 40 here. Keep checking in with the low back, not letting the low back arch, so pull the belly in. That's 30 seconds. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, row. Last one. And rest. Good job. Walk it in. Let's take a little drink. And next we're going to go to our step ups. So depending upon your confidence here, please make sure you have a nice sturdy step. If you want to stand next to a wall or something that you can hold on to, that may be a good idea. I can also take my chair right next to it, give a little bit of balance. Now, if you don't have anything to step up on, you can do your reverse giant steps or lunges where you step back, Step forward, you can even lift that knee up and you would alternate legs. Step back, step forward, lift the leg. Otherwise, when you're ready, if you have a step, if you can fit your full foot up on that step so you can get your heel down, reach those arms out, and then drive up and forward. Good. Controlling back and down. You're going to bring the foot off, and then you're going to switch sides. Full foot, reach, drive into that heel, pulling forward. Very good. So we're paying attention to our knees because the knees tend to wobble. Push that big toe down. Keep that knee tracking. It tends to drop in, if not on the up, then on the down. Switching sides, reach, chest nice and tall, coming up, coming down. Very good. That's 30 seconds. We'll go about another 30 here. Up and open, back and down, and switch. Reach, stand tall. Very good. Up, open, beautiful, and back. Yeah, looks great. Reach, up, and control down. Maybe one more on each leg. Reach it out, drive tall, and back. Very good. I'm going to balance it out, open, and rest. All right, very good. Back to your water. That's the end of round one. That was quite a bit of work for you. If you want to rest for round two, you can just kind of take a seat for a second or a few minutes. Join us again anytime you want. Otherwise, we're going to start set two here in 20 seconds. You're welcome to stick with that tandem stance like we did on the first round, or join me here. I'm going to do a single leg balance this time. So tandem stance, left foot forward, or you're going to balance on your left foot. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I'll just gently lift your right leg off the ground. We're working to not let those hips kick out here. So shoulders back and down, practicing that balance. Very good. That's 15 seconds. If you start to get some fatigue, you can set it down and then join us again when you're ready. There's 20, going for 30. Ooh. Practicing that balance. Bent over row is next. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. From the left leg doing the work to the left arm. So bent over row. You're going to hold the weight in your left arm. Pull the belly in. Place that right hand down, making that nice wide handprint. Reaching your left arm forward, and when you're ready, nice high elbow. Reach and row. Good. Nice flat back. Pulling that gut in. We had a really random conversation last week on if it's negative to call it a gut. It always feels like people are kind of putting themselves down when you refer to the gut. That's 20 seconds if anybody wants to stop there. And then I had a good response back. They said, why can we say gut health and talk about gut health, but we can't talk about pulling the gut in? So I was like, all right, that's fair. That's 30 seconds. So it's not meant to be negative, right? Just kind of changing up the words a little bit. And 2, 1, and rest. Very nice. That's the left side of the body. Now we're going to go to the right side. Back to either the tandem stance or that single leg balance, or feel free to take a little rest. Check in with your toes. Have them pointing straight on. If you're doing the tandem stance, left foot steps behind. 2, 1. Here we go. I'm on the balance. Hips level. The hips will tend to kick out, so keep pulling up. You're pulling those shoulders back, keeping that neck long. That's 15 seconds. 20. Great job, everyone. Staying tall, staying focused. Woo. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, feel free to kind of wiggle those hips side to side as you make your way into the bent over row on your right arm this time. So set the feet, standing tall. Left hand supports down. Grabbing the weight with your right hand. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Reaching down, elbow nice and high. Good practice to pause against the torso. Pull that weight into the chest, squeeze that shoulder blade back, and then reach forward for the next rep. Excellent job. Reaching down, pulling up and in. Good, that's 20 seconds, halfway through if you go the full 40. And we're working that back strength as well here, even in the low back, right? You have to hold that belly strong, engaging through that midline. We're over 30 seconds in. Couple more. And last one. And rest. Awesome job. Step ups or alternating giant steps. Feel free to have something around if you need a little extra support. Otherwise, we're going to work a full minute here. Try to get that full foot up on the box, reaching those arms out. 2, 1, here we go. We're going to stand all the way up, bring the other foot down, and then controlling back and down on that same side. Switching feet, full foot, reach out, standing tall. Excellent. Reaching back, good. Remember, as we come down, sometimes that's when the knee will drop in. So sometimes as you're lowering, that knee will drop in. Try to push that big toe down. That's going to give more control at the ankle and up into the knee. Beautiful. I'm not going to demo these with any weights, but if someone felt really secure on whatever you're stepping on, you could technically hold some weights with this. But again, I'm not going to demo that. I'll leave that to your own choosing. Good, we're over 45 seconds in, about 15 more to go. Up and open, back and down. Try not to let that chest drop. So chest tall as you reach and open. Fantastic. I'm gonna go one more, balance it out, reach, up, and rest. Whew. All right, that's 2 down. We're gonna go through one more round. I'm gonna go a little bit shorter on these intervals. So we're gonna go 20 to 30 seconds of each instead of 20 to 40. Take a little drink. Back the left leg here, starting in about 10 seconds. So either balance or single leg tandem stance. Left foot forward if you're doing the tandem, or cut up on that left foot. 2, 1, here we go. We're gonna hold for 20. Very nice. Just a little bit shorter so we don't get shorted on our stretching at the end here. That's just over 10 seconds. Keep lifting up. Don't let those hips drop. Pull through the belly and go ahead and rest. Good. Set that side down. Last set of the bent over row. We'll go 30 seconds on this round. Check in with the feet, toes straight ahead. Support through your right hand. 2, 1, here we go. Elbow high. Reach and row. Breathe in, breathe out on the row. Good. That's halfway. Excellent, Diane. Good. Long reach. Straighten out that elbow. There you go. Pulling it high. Good. Great high elbow position, Shirley. Look strong. And 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Second side. So now to the right side. Give yourself a moment here. Kind of get your bearings. We're going to hold for 20 seconds. So either right foot forward, left foot back for tandem, or you're going to come up on the right foot in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Long neck here, shoulders down. Lifting up through everything. We're those marionette puppets. Good job. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. And final bent over row on your right arm. Coming on into position. Little bend of those knees as you bow forward, have that spine nice and long. And when you're ready, reaching down, elbow high. Breathe in to reach. Exhale on that row. Great work. Down and up. Beautiful. That's 20 seconds. We're going to go 10 more. Spectacular. Last one. Reaching down. Great high elbow, Shirley. 2, 1, and rest. Woo! All right. Feel free to take a seat if you're feeling a little bit fatigued, or final bit of the step-ups. All righty. Finishing with a minute of those step ups, and then we're going to do some isolation work to the legs. 2, 1, and begin. Standing tall, controlling down. Switching sides, full foot. If you can fit it on the step, open the hip, and back and down. So up. What we don't want to see is where you kind of like come up and you're crouched down and then you stand. We want to practice fully extending that hip on one leg. So I try to stand tall and then bring it down. Looks great. Good. 30 seconds in, open and back. Get some good strength work for the legs. Keep the heart beating and breathing. Good. Stand. Excellent. And down. 15 seconds. Get about 1 or 2 more on each side. Nice. Last time on each. And here we go. Up and open. And back and down. Beautiful. All right. Give yourself a little round of applause there. That was a long circuit. We won't need the weights anymore unless you have the option if you want to squat with some weights for the last set. But first, set your step stool out to the side and go ahead and come on down to the chair. All right. We're going to do a couple stretches for the hips. And then the last couple weeks we did those single leg extensions. We're going to go both legs together today. And then we'll stand up and do the single leg on the hamstring. But first, I want to stretch the glutes. So we're going to sit nice and tall, pressure right foot down, and go ahead and lift that left leg up. Try to interlace those hands nice and long. We'll give some love again to the ankle like we did earlier in the hour, rotating that ankle around. Switch directions, just 3 to 5, just a couple little movements there. And then when you can, or if you can, cross the foot over. Readjust the upper body. Make sure you check in with that posture. So we're working that upper body, shoulders back, and now we're going to hug that leg in, looking to get a gentle stretch here on the outer hip. Watch that you don't shrug them up and in. Long spine, long neck. And you can use your right leg to kind of guide that left foot across to get a little bit more stretch. And 2, 1, and release. What's a windshield wiper those legs next? So go ahead and set both feet down, come to the edge of your seat, and then just imagine if you could kind of try to mimic some windshield wipers. You're going to drop both knees to one side, up and across to the other. So just a little internal rotation and external rotation through those hips. It's subtle. It's okay. A couple more times. In and then out. Last time. Over and out. All right, let's balance out those hips. Coming to the other side, so plant your left foot nice and solid. Start by pulling that right leg in, lengthen through the spine, ankle rolls first. 3 to 5 one way. Good, and 3 to 5 the other. Fantastic job. And then if you can, crossing it over that left leg. Readjust that upper body as able, lengthen again, and now we can use that left leg to guide the right foot as you hug in. Gonna hold for 20 here. Just looking to get a nice stretch here on the outer hip. All right, after this, we're gonna work the quads, then we'll stand up, work the hamstrings, and then practice our squatting. 2, 1, and release. All righty, so adjust yourself in the chair, sit up nice and tall, and then just depending on your balance here, if you can either go one leg at a time, or if you can hold on and reach both legs out together, that's what I'm gonna encourage, both legs together. If you're at the gym and kind of imagine a leg extension, you just wanna make sure it's not uncomfortable on the back. So pull the belly in, and then when you're ready, we're gonna go 45 seconds here, extend, and lower. And again, if you feel unstable with 2 at a time, just alternate legs. Flex it out and bring it in. 30 seconds to go. Pull that belly in. And I'm literally gripping with my hands. I'm pulling onto the bottom of my chair as I lift those legs out in front. I'm pulling the toes back towards me as I extend the leg. Good. Still sitting tall, checking back in with that posture. Tend to start to slouch here. Good. Extend those legs as best you can. Pull the toes towards you. Back down, one or two more. Lift them up. Lower it down. Last one. Up and down. Whew. All right, give them some love. Pat them. Shake them. Squeeze them. Keep that blood flow going in the thighs. Remember, if you feel sore the next couple of days, if you get a little funny feeling in your legs, this is always great to do. Encourage that blood flow. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and come on up. And you're going to make your way to the back of the chair or anything that you can help stabilize and hold on for balance here. And even if you have good balance, I recommend holding on for this one. All right, we're going to do the hamstring leg curls next. So check in with your feet, toes pointing straight on. We're going to do 30 seconds of one leg and then switch. So let's start with your left leg, shoulders back and down. And when you're ready, just pulling the heel straight up underneath you. Back down, just ball of the foot touches the floor, and then you're curling the foot, curling the leg, bending just at the knee, pulling the heel towards the glute. Down and up, squeezing that hamstring. Very good. Don't want to have any cramps in the hamstring, so just get it to flex and then relax. Couple more, up and in, relax. Last one, up and down. Good job. Just kind of wiggle yourself side to side. Just give a little momentary break. I'm just kind of wiggling the hips around, side to side, back and forth. There you go. Move the body. And then when you're ready, readjust those feet. Check back in. Make sure those toes are pointing straight on. Standing tall, and when you're ready, this time your right leg, bending at the knee, pulling the heel straight up underneath you. Extend the leg, just barely touch that foot down. Ball the foot touches, and then back up. Down and up. Down and up. Curling that hamstring. Good. Halfway through. Up and down. Very good. Couple more. Just these subtle little movements and rest. All righty, shake it out. Step those feet out. And now we're going to practice our squat. So depending upon your comfort with it, if you feel stable in your squat, you know how to do it. You can reach those arms out, bring those hips back, drive those knees wide. If you're like, oh, the squatting is not my favorite, not my friend, use your upper body to support. So knees drive wide, hips drop back. I'm going to hold on to help encourage my chest tall. And then I'm really emphasizing my feet pushing down into the floor as I drive up. Very good. We'll take another 30 seconds here, just at your own tempo, being nice and patient. How far down can you come with good technique? Driving up. Good. Reaching back, push your knees out so they stay tracking over your feet. And I don't think I've said it yet. Make sure your heels stay planted. Very good. Maybe one more. Reaching back, chest up, control down, and all the way up. Woo! Fantastic. Beautiful job. We're going to go through one more sequence of that, starting back with the leg extension. So back to the chair. The water's convenient. Go ahead and take a little drink. We'll start here in 20 seconds. So this is the one where you sit tall, holding on to the chair, and your choice, you can either go alternating legs, one up and then the other, or if you feel solid here, pull the belly in, holding on. You can try to lift both legs up. And you need to sit back a little bit more into the chair for that. Up and down. Good. Up, pull the toes towards your face, and down. Good. You can get fancy here and put bands around the chairs and lift it up. Both legs a little bit complicated today, so I didn't mess with that. But just forward. Future planning, if you want a little resistance, you can use those bands, put them around the legs of the chair, and then you have something to push up against. But you can get a really good contraction here, just lifting your legs. That's over 30 seconds. Let's get a couple more. Pulling the toes towards you, squeezing those quads. That's the top of your thighs. Last one. Squeeze and release. Good job. Let's give our little massage. Wiggle the thighs. And speak nicely to yourself, right? Watch your criticism if you have comments about your skin, about your muscles or a lack of muscles, and then massage them. You know, practice gratitude for our body. We're kind of trained to be critical of our body because that's what drives our consumerism a lot of times. We're kind of trained to believe that if we buy a new pair of pants, if we buy this and that, we'll feel better about ourselves. But ultimately, we got to build that relationship with our body. Good. Pat the muscles. Good blood flow in there. Good job. When you're ready, go ahead and come on up. One more time on those leg curls. Alrighty, stand up nice and tall. Check in with those toes. Once again, we want them pointing straight on. And check in with your posture. Make sure you're not going sway back. So tuck those hips underneath you. Pull the belly in. And then when you're ready, starting with the left foot, pull the heel, bending at the knee, pulling the heel up behind you and down. Just barely touching that ball of the foot down, up and relax. Good. Bend and extend. Awesome. Halfway through. You feel like you're on the edge of some cramps or something, just don't go too far. Hamstring cramps are one of the worst. One more and release. Good job. Kind of sway side to side, see what feels good. Kind of swivel through the hips, kind of swivel through the knees and the ankles. Fantastic. And then same thing, other side. Walk those feet back in, toes pointing straight on, standing tall, good support. And 2, 1, here we go. Right foot this time, bending at the knee. Extend the leg and bend the leg. Good. Up and down. Think about standing tall out of that left hip. Midline engaged throughout. Over halfway. Very good. Let's get about 2 more. And last one. And rest. Whew. All right, all we have left are the squats and then some stretching. So I'm just kind of wiggling out my legs here, shaking them out side to side. We're going to spend a full minute practicing your squat, so you can still hold on if you'd like. If you feel pretty comfortable with your squat, if you want to hold a little bit of weight, you can bring a weight right up underneath your chin. Set those feet about hip width apart. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to spend upwards of a full minute here. You're going to send your hips back, send your knees out, foot firmly planted, and you're driving into your legs to stand. Nice deep breath, and sending it back and down and up. Good job. If you're not holding on to anything, not holding weight, reach the arms out in front. Guide that chest tall as you lower. Yeah, there you go, Shirley. Good. And then as you stand tall, relax those arms down. That's 30 seconds. We'll work for another 30 if you can, reaching back. Drive through your legs, standing tall. Woo. Good. Take your time here. Looks great, Diane. Reaching down, drive those knees out. Very good. If you've had enough there, feel free to rest. Otherwise, about another 10 seconds, maybe 1 or 2 more reps. Good. Reaching back, reaching back. Beautiful. And up, chest up, stand, 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 and rest. All right. Nice work, everyone. Give yourself a little round of applause. Set the weights down and meet me in the chair. Woo, woo. Hello, lower body. All right, couple cool down stretches to finish. So we did that glute stretch before we went into that last circuit. You're welcome to repeat that one. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch, we'll move into our figure 4. So let's go back to your left leg. You're gonna try to get the left ankle up above the right knee if you can do so. Sit tall, and then you'll just invite that left knee to drop down. You can gently use the hand on the knee. Pull that chin in. You can close the eyes for a moment. Close the eyes. We're going to spend about 3 to 5 breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Use this time to just try to de-stress. Breathe in confidence. Exhale, release any anxiety, stress, worry, all the things we can't control. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Good job. On the next breath, go ahead and come out of that stretch. Set that foot down and we'll make our way to the opposite side. Sitting tall. Bring that foot up, either hugging the leg in or again, trying to get the right foot above the left knee. If you don't want to gently have the foot set on the leg here, lengthen through the spine, pull that chin in. And again, I invite you to just relax the eyes, close. 3 to 5 breath cycles here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Two more. And last one. Good. Next breath, go ahead and make your way out of that stretch. Coming on out, set it on down. Fantastic. And then we're going to go our seated twist with our shoulder rotations next. So let's take your right hand over to the left thigh. If you want to cross that left leg over, you can. And then left hand, the left shoulder. Now we're going to sit tall, rotate around, looking over that left shoulder and making about 10 nice smooth circles with the elbow. I like to circle it back, inviting that shoulder blade to sit back and down, up and around, back and down. Very good. 1 or 2 more circles, still turning the head, peering in that direction. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Uncross the leg. In between, we're going to repeat our happy cat, angry cat. So feet flat on the ground, hands at the bottom of the thigh to start. Drop that head down, round forward, pulling the belly in. Exhale. And then on the inhale, slide the hands up the thighs, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Good. And then exhale, gently round forward, dropping the head down. Good. Sit tall or rotate back. Beautiful. Let's go 3 more. Rounding forward, pulling that belly in. Inhale, lift. Good. Twice more. Exhale, circle forward. Chin to the chest. Inhale, lift. Beautiful job. Final one, and then we'll balance out that seated twist on the opposite side. Wonderful. All right, we got to balance it out. So we're going to go left hand to your right thigh, right hand to the right shoulder. Option to cross that leg over, but we're focused on sitting tall. And then we're going to turn using that left hand to pivot your body around and then up and back with the shoulder, with the elbows. Circle it through. Good. Looking in that direction. Gentle twist here. Good. Couple more times. Lengthen through the spine, turn the head, turn the eyes. And when you're ready, gradually come on out. All right. Great job, everyone. If you aren't going to slap your hands against anything, just some gentle openings here. And circle them through. Fantastic. Let's go about 5 circles here, alternating which hand's on top. Beautiful work. And then final little bit here, I'm going to bring you back up to your feet because we didn't do it earlier. I like to get at least a 1 touch to stretch out those quads. So if you want extra challenge here, if you want to practice your balance when you're tired, you can. Otherwise, we've had quite an hour, so feel free to support on one leg. If you can grab that foot, we're looking at grab the foot. If you can't, it's all right. Do the best you can. You can stand in this stance and open the hip here. Otherwise, we're going to hold about another 15 seconds here. And as always, we don't want those hips to kick. So lift. Very good, Diane. Good. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax it down. In between sides, root down into those legs. Try to bring the hands onto the small of the back. Engage the glutes just ever so gently, looking up towards the ceiling. Make sure you protect that low back. Squeeze the bum as you look up. One more breath and come on out. And then same thing, opposite side. Either balance here or lifting up. Look to grab that foot. All right, nothing like finishing with a challenge. There you go, holding smooth. Keep pulling up. You're still imagining you're that marionette puppet, nice and light. You got those strings coming down from the heavens to support you. Lifting up, holding strong, and 2, 1, and release. All right, everybody. Swivel those hips around. Give us a little round of applause. Great job. All right, thank you so much. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy. And we hope to see you next time.